Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And the Colts will have great field position right around midfield.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right to the air is Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Oh! And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll get this ahead for about 3. DJ Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will stay a scoreless game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
18, pioneer.
On first down, it's Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Kell. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
The game 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Here's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 49ers first down Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
First down, 28.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll motion over Samuel. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They send the tight end in motion. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They face 2nd down and 7.
Trap 50, trap 50. Trap. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Richardson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Here's 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go.
To throw, it's Richardson. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
49ers nothing.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Josh Downs now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Richardson. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They go right back to Taylor. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On second down, Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
49ers nothing.
To throw on first down is Purdy.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Purdy now on second down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Third down and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Next is 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's a run by Taylor. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is caught, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A second down throw here for Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So it's a win for the Colts. They put together a